Okay, I'm gonna make another video about how to quickly determine the value of a property based upon comparable sales. This is a property I'm gonna research 2905 Galaxy Court. Okay, so I know that it's in Winston-Salem, which I know is in Forsyth County. So I make sure it's the right county. So again, sorry, the 2905 Galaxy, 2905. And I usually don't put drive or court or street, I just put the street name. Okay, so here's the person's name, click the owner, and then I'll look here, 1,040 square feet, tax value 50,452, 4-bedroom, 1.5 bath, built in 1971. It shows the heat type is a wall or floor furnace, which unless he's updated that could be a problem. It means immediately that there's going to need to be some heat updated in the house, because a wall or a floor furnace just means that there's only heat coming into the house at one place, like maybe in the living room, and there's not heat in the bedrooms, which means we need to put in some kind of baseboard heating or some other kind of heat with ductwork, gas or electric. It has basically a quarter acre of land. It is brick. Brick is always a good thing. Immediately in my mind, if it's brick, it makes me want the house that much more. It does have a higher value. It does show that he paid $48,000, and we just looked at another property just a minute ago, and he also, it looks like he bought both of these houses in a package for $48,000, so that's not what he paid for just this one house alone. But what I want to do here, first of all, is I want to save this information. I want to save it into its own folder, and I am going to actually upload this to Podio as a file. Okay, so this, I'm going to create a new one, 2905 Galaxy Court, Winston-Salem. Okay, so I'm saving the report. Now I'm going to comparable sales. Now this one looks way different than the last property we looked at, in that the comparables don't justify the tax value, at least not initially. Let's go ahead and keep it at 3/4 of a mile, since there's not a whole lot of things that are being pulled up. Stretch it out to all square footage, all acreage, all bedroom and bathroom. So I just want to know anything that's sold in the 3/4 of a mile in the last 12 months. Typically things like this, where you see a yellow line, this is like a main road, like a main highway. So typically I like to get rid of things that are on the other side of main highways, like number 13. I'm just going to get rid of that one, just kind of starting off. Let's look at this. So our property is 71, and the average cost per square foot is $29.70. Let's go down and see if there's any ones that are like really a lot higher. This one's a lot higher than the average. This one was built in 59. It's much larger, but see, U.S. Bank and Trust. So this is actually a foreclosure. So that is not a real sale. You always got to catch those, especially if they're bringing up your estimated value. You want to make sure that you catch that. This here is just a piece of land, because it doesn't have any year built, doesn't have any square footage, nothing. So I'm going to get rid of that one as well. This one's also a much higher cost per square foot, and I immediately look over here and see it's built in 2005, and that's not a comparable sale, because ours is built in 71. And this one was built around the same year. Winston Lake Estates, that's about half a mile away, $125,000. I want to know why it sold for that. Let's see. But see that the tax value is really close to the sale amount. So that means that in my mind is pretty close to what, you know, that value of that home is. But that's not really what we're dealing with here. It's in a different league. So I'm going to get rid of that property as well. These two just got added to the list, as well as this one. This one is a piece of land. This one had a high sale price but a low price per square foot. Just curious. That one's also a foreclosure. Let's get rid of that one. Constance B. Esther. Okay. Still very close to the tax value. So it's another property that sold in that same subdivision as this one. I'm going to go ahead and leave that one in for now. This one just got added to the bottom. Wow. Sold it less than 50% tax value, but it was a foreclosure before. So Emma got a good deal. Got a real good deal. I'm going to leave that one in. This one, that one sold for not a whole lot, so I'm just going to leave that one in as well. So what I'm going to do, sometimes I like to reorganize it from low to high so I can kind of see the trend. So, you know, most of the properties in this area are selling pretty low. This one is the only other one in the same subdivision, Lewis. Let me just check this one out. Sold for 50% of its tax value. Yeah, I mean, that's what my gut's telling me, that the value is probably somewhere, you know, maybe around 25 to 30. But let's go ahead and save this. Actually, before I do that, let me get rid of number 10. It's in a different area. Also, you know, let's look at this 10, 13, and 14. You know, you can tell those are kind of in different areas, like a different type of neighborhood or different area. 10, 13, and 14. So 13 and 14, number 10. Let's get rid of those. And then it'll just give us this little pocket right here. Okay. So here's I-40, which is a major highway. But all the sales we just pulled up is in this area. So then number 12, I'm going to go ahead and take this out. It's just like the oddball, like all the other ones are really pretty low. These two at Skyland Park are the two highest that are number 11 and 12. They're over here, but this one, number 12, is just kind of out of the ordinary. So I'm going to remove that one. And I'm going to keep this. This is what I'm going to save. And this is the explanation, as far as explanation of the estimation. This is an explanation of the estimation of values. And so I'm going to print this off. I can print it and save it as a PDF. See, save as PDF. I could choose one of the printers that I have. But on Chrome, I can also save it as a PDF. I'm going to pretend like I'm printing it. Go back to my folder. Save it. So I think they're around 30, maybe 35, kind of to show what the, I mean, this one's tough because it's hard to really say, because both of the estimations of value are pretty far, and they're pretty different. They're pretty different. That the estimated value based upon the cost per square foot is low. And this one, the estimated value based upon the tax value ratio with other properties and what those other properties sold versus their tax values. That's showing it's pretty close to the current tax value of this house. But let's see. Now here's the front of the house. I'm gonna go ahead and just save a picture of it. I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna go up to recent places. Let's see if I have it in there. There we go. Paste. So now I have those 4 documents in there. Looks like the roof needs a new roof. I doubt he's replaced it. So I know this house is going to need repair. He already said that it would. But so last thing we're going to do here is I'm going to attach all these files. I'm going to attach all these. There we go. Now I can still go in here and check out, let's say Zillow, see what Zillow has to say about the value. So 2905. Not that I really think that Zillow is really that accurate. See, it's saying it estimates the value around 60, and I think that's crazy. There's no way in my mind this is worth 60,000. So that's just a reason why I think that it's got to be careful about using stuff like Zillow and free software, because so many times it can just be really out of whack. Yeah, that's it for now. I can save this property link over once I do a house analysis, but for now I still think the value may be somewhere in the ballpark of around 30, 35. And yeah, thanks for watching.